All right, welcome everybody to your Riman orientation. So excited to have all of you guys here tonight. We've got an amazing lineup of presenters. So grab a notebook, grab a pen because you're going to definitely want to take some notes. And tonight is designed to give you guys a roadmap for getting started. I love orientation. I remember when I first started, I hopped on at least one orientation every single week for like the first 8 weeks because I was always learning something new. So if this is your first time, welcome. I'm going to encourage you to hop on another one as well, because again, you're going to learn something new from every single presenter as we all have something really, really valuable to share in a different way. So as you settle in, I'm going to open up the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Say hello. If country, state, city, hello, Chicago. We've got Arizona in the house in Canada. All right, awesome. Okay, keep it coming. We'd love to see where you guys are all tuning in from. So amazing that you guys again are here. My name is Christy Belston. I'm a director here with Remont, and we're going to kick this off. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen and let's get started. All right. So here we go. This is your Remon orientation. Welcome and congratulations, you guys. This is such a big deal. And for you to be on this call shows really just how excited you are and how serious you are. And that's always a really, really good thing because you're setting yourself up for success by being here. So you now have a proven global brand and you have incredible products that you get to represent. So I hope you're really excited about that. I'm going to pull the chat open again, just so that again I can see your guys' comments. Ask questions. That's what this call is also for. It's definitely here to help support you in the best way that we can. So let's dive in. Here's all the different ways that we support you and equipped you in your business, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. So you don't need to know everything today. You just need to take the next right step, which you've already done, and that's what you're going to learn here on this call. So we're going to keep going. And again, this is our agenda for this evening. So before I learned about the products or the compensation plan, I was taught the Remon story. And I remember when I first heard the Remon story, honestly, I didn't believe that it was true because it almost sounded too good to be true. So we're going to go through this again. If you haven't heard it, I'm assuming that you all have. It's probably why you're here. Our story is pretty amazing. But Riman was established in Korea in 2018 in the most competitive market in the world. Could you imagine? And in a very, very short amount of time, we did 2.5 billion in revenue, and we became the number one rated K-beauty brand in Korea. This is pretty amazing, you guys. I mean, just think of the competition there. We sold over 40 million bottles of our dermatology cream alone. That's just one SKU. And again, if you're not familiar with the size of Korea, South Korea, it's about the size of Indiana. It has 50 million people. Look at what we did there. And so we definitely made an impact. And then all of that happened before we even launched here in North America. And we didn't launch here until 2023. So you guys are early, which is also a really, really exciting time where opportunities are in place for you, for those that come in at this time. And then, as you know, we have already launched in multiple countries. I believe that we are in 18 now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't keep track. We are launching globally so quickly. So, Remont didn't just create great products, right? They basically rethought the entire model. From the philosophy to the products to the pricing to the compensation plan and of course to the people, and it works for everyone. So whether you're brand new or you're experienced, what we've done is we've set you up so that you now have a global business right at your fingertips where you didn't have to build anything. We built it for you, and basically our job is just to fall in love with the products, use the products, and share what we're using. You're probably doing that already, right? I bet most of you guys share the things that you love with people, things that have made an impact in your life. And it's no different here. That's exactly what we're doing. Now we just have a way that we get to get paid. So let's walk you guys through your Remon.com. This is basically your office. It is your home base. And everything is going to run through here. So this is where you're going to enroll your customers. You're going to enroll your new beauty planners. This is where you're going to order products. And you're also going to manage your business here. You also have access to tools and resources that I'm going to walk you through here tonight. So let's talk first a little bit about your office, your back office. This is your business dashboard, and everything is streamlined in that you use one username, one password. That logs you into your main website where you shop. But then this is, of course, is your back office, and this is where you're going to see your commissions, your rank progress, your customers, your team, your reports, everything is all in one place. Now, what's really exciting is that you can customize this as well, and you have your very own personal mall. And I want you to think of this as like your own online storefront, and it's already, again, built for you. Here, you're going to find your shopping link, your enrollment link, and your social share link. Yes, you have three links. And one of the questions that I get is like, okay, which one do I share with who? I love the social share link because it has a beautiful thumbnail. So if you're sharing that one on social media or in emails or um, any way that you're sharing online, that one's going to be the pretty one. Okay. So social share link across the board is for your customers, for people that are wanting to shop with you. Then enrollment link, that one's a no-brainer. That one's for people that want to partner with you in business. And then your customer shopping link, that one's, I very rarely use that one, but you have that one as well. But you also have the ability to create custom shopping bags. This one's really fun. It makes it so easy for people that are wanting to shop with you. And truly, it's as easy as one, two, three. So you create the bag, you give it a name, you select the products to go into the bag, and then you copy the link, done, send. And again, it just makes it so easy and streamlined for people that are wanting to know exactly what you're using because that's what they want to know. They want to know, what is your morning routine? What is your night routine? And so again, make sure that you're the product of the product. You are using the products. Hopefully you took a before picture. That's going to be your everything for this business is that before picture. So if you haven't taken one yet, please make sure that you take one. Your results are going to be amazing. People are going to want to learn more about how you got that beautiful glowing glass skin. And now you can share your shopping link with them and your custom cart, and they're going to be able to pick it up. All right. We also have what's called the drive, and this is where all your marketing materials live. So your product information, your social content, all of your tools. This presentation actually is there too. So if you want access to this presentation, you have access to it. Videos, basically every single thing that you need for your business is here. How do you access this? You're going to go to your website, Riman.com, and here, when you log in, you're going to see my account, and then you're going to go to your business tools and you're going to be able to find it right there. Okay. So next, of course, is launching your business. This is the most important part of your business because this is where you start. So your launching roadmap is also going to be found in the drive. So this is in your back office underneath your tools. And so you can access this. Please go get this, print it off, put it in front of you, write down all of your goals, make sure that you can see it every single day. I promise you, it is magic when you do those two things. Just write it down and see it every single day. So you're going to write down your short-term goals, your long-term goals, why you said yes. That's going to be one of the most important things. Why did you say yes? Why are you here? And if you guys don't mind sharing into the chat, I would love to know. Are you here because of the products? Are you here because you want to make some extra money? What is it? Why did you say yes to Riman? You don't have to share, but would love for you to share. But again, here's the thing that we've all found and what we've all experienced is that most people don't quit because they're incapable. They quit because they're unclear. So get really, really clear with your goals and why you said yes. Okay. All right. Before we talk about how, again, we're going to get really, really clear on why. Your goals do not have to look like anybody else's. And I love what you just said, Jill. I love the products and the opportunity. Me too. I was actually a customer for 6 months before I dove into the opportunity. I don't know why I waited so long. It's my biggest regret. But again, hope you guys didn't do what I did. So whether you guys want to cover maybe the cost of your products, maybe you want to create extra income, or you want to build something life-changing, again, this is where it all starts, is knowing exactly why. Heidi says, precious, beloved team. Good evening, everybody. You're loved. You're so sweet. I love when Heidi's on. She's just a ray of sunshine. So without a vision, you're going to spend your time hoping. And with one, of course, you're going to build with intention. So you don't need to have everything figured out today. You just need to know why you started. And that, I promise you, is going to be enough to lead you wherever you want to go here. Okay. So my part is done. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I get to introduce you to our next speaker. Her name is Eunice. And you guys are ready for this? She just flew here from Korea. No big deal. Just like a 28-hour flight. I don't know how long that is, but I know that it's really, really long. And she wears so many hats. You guys, she's a team leader here with us with Remon. So congratulations to Eunice. The team leader is a big deal. She's also a mom, and she was a teacher as well. So I'm going to toss the baton over to Eunice, and she's going to take it from here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Christy, for the warm introduction. My name is Eunice. Yeah, I just flew in from Korea to attend the Las Vegas convention. I was born and raised in Korea, and yeah, I currently live there. Yeah, like Miss Christy introduced me. I used to be a kindergarten teacher and a private tutor for 17 years back in Korea. But now I'm full-time Riman, traveling all around the world and building business and sharing my stories. Today, I'm gonna share my product testimonial. So this is what happened to me. So I one day I woke up and had a severe eczema. It didn't start like this severe from day one. I just had a like little bubble formed on tip of my fingers. I went to the doctor. They gave me steroid. I took everything they suggested. Steroid pills, steroid creams, steroid shots, whatever I tried never worked. It gave me like severe side effect and started to spread onto my arm, neck, and face, even on my scalp too. And one day, a friend from my church, she introduced me this product, saying this product is safe enough to use for babies. So that caught my attention. I gave it a try, and I started using the product. And my day one that I tried the product using of the powder wash, I dissolved the powder wash in the water and it dipped my hands and literally stopped the itchiness. So I was like kind of blown away and start using the product and not just the hands. And I'm not telling you guys this is a cure for eczema or psoriasis, but I can definitely can tell it helped to improve my all those skin issues. And also I documented myself on my skin as well. As you can see, these are the pictures that I took documented myself in every 7 days, and it's like it has crazy transformation within 28 days. And no wonder all my students' parents and my neighbors started asking me about my skincare routine. So me, without trying so hard to promoting the product, and ended up having me like lots of team members and started doing business as a teacher. And after 6 months, um, I had to stop working as a teacher, and I've been in full-time Rima for 7 years now. So this is myself as well. I had like severe, like very bad pigmentation, and none of the doctors, and whenever I go to any dermatologist, they said my skin is too sensitive and too thin to do all the laser treatments. So I never did the laser anything like that. But then my pigmentation that's been over 15 years and it showed like this much improvement in within 5 months. And now it's hard to see. My pigmentation is almost gone after using Riman product for 7 years. So this is the story that I can share with you. So Riman product, it literally saved my life from eczema. And also after 7 years, I look even younger and healthier and have glow skin with Riman. I feel forever feel thankful for Riman and Chairman An, who's making this amazing product. I have crazy belief with the product. I love to sharing my story too. So my part is done. And next speaker that I like to introduce is Desiree. She's also a teacher. See, we have so many teachers in Riman. She's a teacher from Sacramento and she's also a team leader. So Desiree will walk you through the very basic, not the basic, the first step that you have to achieve, you are going to achieve about the senior manager game plan. Did you rate? It's all yours.
Yes, thank you, Eunice. This is my first time meeting her. And I was just telling her how her life is on my vision board. I would love to do Riman for full time. And thank you so much, Eunice. Your beautiful, beautiful pictures are just so inspiring and just compelling. So thank you for sharing. Hi, everyone. My name is Desiree Lisario, and as Eunice mentioned, I am a school teacher. I've started Riman in October, and I was at the gym looking at my reflection, and I said, "Oh, girl, you need some work." And that night I started researching, like, what do I need to do? Everybody at my gym was doing Botox. And I said, I'm just going to look into it. Let's just look into it. So I was on Instagram, and one of my girlfriends from Hawaii, Jackie, team leader Jackie, was showing these amazing before and after pictures. And so I just slid in her DMs and I started Remon. I started with the experience kit, and I felt a difference in one day. And then in an entire a week, like, I saw a difference. I started my business. It would only make sense because I was simply looking to make an extra $250 to pay for my daughter's jiu-jitsu tuition. Okay. Yeah, $250. And as a teacher, I did not want to tutor. I did not want to, do any extra jobs. I did not want more time away from my own kids. It just did not make sense to me. So it made sense for me to start a business, and I was able to get my time back. All right. I'm still a full-time teacher, but I am still doing this business, and it has surpassed my goals, you guys. So I was driven. I was so driven, and I needed to invest in myself. And I started the business and wanted to become a senior manager as soon as possible. So let's talk about how to become a senior manager. All right, and the game plan. As mentioned, when you're a planner, your commission is up to 10%. Manager 3,000 SP, and your commission is up to 20%. Now, with senior manager, your commission is up to 30%. And I was so driven to get there as fast as possible, you guys. So, when we onboard our planners, we write down their goals. And that's why it's so important to sit down with our new planners. And you guys, I'm so excited about this because in August, we actually have a senior manager bonus. Our new August planners who achieve senior manager within their 30 days of enrollment will earn $300 fast start bonus. In addition, there is also the sponsor. The sponsor will win too when they help their planner achieve senior manager. They will earn an extra $200 sponsor bonus. That is incredible. I ask my new planners when they get started if they're willing to walk or are they willing to run. Whatever it is, we are going to write down their goals and we are going to get there. But you best believe the date will be before or within the third month of them being in the business. So how do you become a senior manager? I have a really easy question for all of you here. Do you want to make 10% commission or do you want to make up to 30% commission? 30% commission, right? So you can actually start your business as a senior manager. When you purchase your starter kits, that order will go towards your goal of becoming a senior manager. This is a lifetime position, which means you never have to go back to requalify. And I find that to be incredible. So you can start as a senior manager and you can purchase 6,000 SP in the products right off the bat and become a senior manager. You need to earn a total of 6,000 SP, as it mentions here, within your 3 months of starting your business, or broken down to 2,000 SP per month. Now, that can be obtained by your own personal orders, personal customer orders, your level one distributor orders, and your level one distributor customer orders. In order for your commission to be released to you, you must have 3 active customers. That can easily be done as long as you are consistently showing up for your business by sharing Remon with as many people as possible, right? So we tell our planners to share it with as many people as possible as fast as you can. Here in Sacramento, it's a small town, and we are actually experiencing, like, our last K pop up, a guest shared that she was invited by 3 other planners on our same team on the same day. So we just want to share this business, share Riman with as many people as possible in a short amount of time. All right, you guys. So senior manager commission. As senior manager, you can unlock up to 40% in commission. What that means is 25 base commission with an additional 5% in senior manager open group. Now, unlimited levels in your senior manager group. And you can also unlock 4 levels of uni level with 1000 SP and 10 customers signed up. Now, I know I'm saying a lot, but I want to, like, when I got started, you guys, I was ignorance on fire. I just wanted to keep doing what I was doing. I really had no idea what I was doing. My whole thing is just take action, all right? In addition, there's a top retailer bonus. What that means, if you personally hit 2000 SP with 10 active customers, you will earn an additional 5% on your retail orders. If you personally hit 4000 SP with 20 active customers, you will earn an additional 10% in your retail orders. So if you look closely here, personal order rebate program, there's also a 12 and a half cash rebate, 12 and a half Remont dollar rebate. And that's always fun. I always say, like, just like Starbucks, you go in, you get your rewards, you get, some coffee. It's amazing, right? Same thing with this. When you're ordering your products, it's just fun, right? An additional 5% senior manager group rebate as well. All right, you guys, let's keep it moving. So for this slide, this is why it's such a great idea to start at senior manager right away. When you go and you enroll a customer, all right, they purchase from you, you are going to earn 30 to 40%, depending if you are going and hitting those extra retailer bonuses, right? Now, if you're a senior manager and you enroll a planner, somebody to join you in business, the planner earns 10%, a senior manager makes 30%, you subtract the difference. And what that is the earning, the differential on the planner is 20%. If you're a senior manager and you have a manager, that's amazing. The manager earns 20%, senior manager at 30%. So you subtract the 30 and 20, you earn 10%. All right, keep it moving. If you're a senior manager and you enroll a senior manager and you're going to get a sponsorship commission of 5%. Now look here for the uni level. This is a big deal. Never leave money on the table. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels deep. Now, I highly suggest as you're building your team, take advantage of this. This is extra money that don't want to leave. You can unlock this by earning personally 1000 SP with 10 customers, okay? Now, you guys, it is actually my time to pass it over to this amazing woman that I also just met today. She is a senior director at Riman and have helped so many people get to the team leader position. She lives in Denver. She has a corporate background. She's a business owner. She builds Riman. I went on her Instagram and I was like so impressed by her. So without further ado, let's drop some hearts here for Miss Susan Manuelo.
Oh, thank you so much, Desiree. Drop hearts for Desiree. That was amazing. You brought such incredible energy, such awesome knowledge. I love what you said about it's a lot to take in, but honestly, it's kind of like learning another language sometimes, right? You kind of have to submerge yourself into the country if you're learning Italian or French or whatever. And so we're so glad that you guys are here on this call so that you can keep soaking in the information. And hopefully, we're going to see you very soon in Vegas so you can continue to learn. And you're going to be on your way to building a massive business with us. So, with that, I am going to take you through the team leader game plan. And you guys, when I first got started, just like a lot of the amazing ladies that shared tonight, the products definitely drew me in. And I was so excited to start sharing them with people because my results were speaking for themselves. But what happens is you very quickly see, even if you're like, okay, I'm going to share this with a ton of people. I love that I can make these commissions. I also saw the opportunity to buy back my time and truly get into a residual income strategy. And that is truly what happens at Team Leader. All the way up through senior manager, you lock in those ranks. You can make tons of commissions by selling product. It's awesome. But when you start duplicating your efforts, you start helping other people hit senior manager, you're going to hit team leader. And what does that do for you? You guys, it gives yourself a raise. We love that. Yay to raises, right? Whether or not you're doing this spare time, part-time, you definitely want 40%. You want 40% on your efforts. And that's what you're going to get at team leader, not only on your customer commissions, but also you're going to get 40% on your rebate on your personal orders. And so that is one reason why you really want to set your destination, if you will, of success here on the team leader goals. So again, 40% commissions. It's a 50,000 SP goal, but it's cumulative. So that's not from, August 1st to August 31st. No, no, that's cumulative over a 5-month period. But as we know, the faster that you help people hit senior manager, it could be, a 1-month game plan, 3-month game plan, or 6-month. We want to meet you where you're at, but we want to help you get there. Okay. There's a 3 senior manager and 3 separate legs qualification. And I have a visual for that. So we're going to kind of talk about that in a minute. But again, that's why you got to be a team leader. You got to help other people hit that senior manager, and then you're going to hit team leader. Okay, so here's the breakdown. Very similar to what Desiree went over for senior manager, but you're going to see that now at team leader, it actually opens up your entire team. So as you're helping other people get started in your business or in your team, that number, it's not just first level anymore. In fact, you get to count that total group of your volume and up to 50% from one group in that 50,000 number. So over, a 5-month period, that equals about 10,000 a month. But again, you can do it in less time. The commission release qualification at team leader is just a little bit more effort. It's 5 instead of 3, but I want to mention that's active customers. It's not necessarily new customers, although we love getting new customers, especially as K Beauty is growing like crazy. You just really have to get out there and say, have you heard of K Beauty? And people are definitely wanting, it just happened to me at my eye doctor. Okay, I had an eye doctor appointment and K Beauty, she wanted my information. So this is what we're living in right now. It's so much fun. Okay, team leader commissions, you're going to get unlimited levels in your TL group. You're going to get that 40% base commission, like I said. And we just talked about helping other people become senior manager. It doesn't stop. If you help other people, or if you find someone that, oh my gosh, they want to set their goals on team leader too, just like you did, you're going to get up to 3 generations in leadership match. And you guys, that means per generation. So that means however many people are in your team, the ones that hit team leader, that's a generation. So it's very generous. It goes down 6 levels in your unilevel comp plan. So you're going to see a visual on that as well. So instead of just 5, you're going to get 6, which is amazing. And you also can qualify for that same top retailer bonus that you did at senior manager. So you can unlock that 40% at team leader, but 45% if you just do a little bit more on your retail customer volume. And then you can go all the way up to 50% by unlocking that 4,000 SP with 20 active customers. And then again, you're going to get that 40% rebate split up in the compensation of 20%, and then Riman dollars, which really just equates to free product. I love the Starbucks analogy, by the way, just right. That was really cool. Okay, so here is the visual breakdown of, again, very similar to senior manager. You're just giving yourself a raise. So if you're at 40%, and you bring on a planner, they make that 30%, they make 10%, you're making 30%. So you're making that 10% more. And then it breaks down again, manager and senior manager, you're going to make that differential. What I love to point out too is the volumes are higher. So you're helping people get to manager, and yes, they're making a little bit more, but their volume is higher. So it really works out to more compensation back to you for helping them get to those ranks. And then again, you're unlocking all the way to 6 levels. And some people are like, wait, what's unilevel? Again, you'll learn this as you go, but just quickly, it means that someone who starts as a planner that you referred is your first level. Someone that refers, then they refer someone, that's your second. And then they refer someone, you probably don't even know that person. That's your third, and so on and so forth. So that's what those levels are meaning. So again, very, very good to build your team and let people refer people into your organization. Now, again, this is just a reminder on the qualification. It's 10,000 SP over a 5-month period is 50,000 SP. But again, you get to do that anytime within that 5 months. And it's a rolling 5 months. So don't think that means you have to do it in 5 months or else you're out. That's not what that means. It means that within 5 months. So if you start in August, and hopefully you do with that senior manager qualification, right? Or if you did in July, you're going to get that bonus. You get to senior manager, then you have 4 more months. Okay, so August, September, October, November. If you don't hit it then, August falls off and it starts from September, October, November, December. So it's a rolling 5 months that volume counts. And again, that's at manager, senior manager, and team leader. It's just consecutive over 3 months or 5 months. And so this is a great visual to show you how you're just going to be bringing people to senior manager, and that is that duplication. It's the fastest way to become team leader. So don't think about that volume. I know it's good to understand it, but don't let that be your focus. It's really helping people get to that senior manager volume. And before you know it, you are truly going to be a team leader. And we're going to celebrate you at the next conference. So thank you guys so much for your time and going over that with me. My privilege is to introduce this next amazing leader that we have. And she is somebody that we became fast friends when we first met. We were cheering each other on in a room where we weren't on the same team. And those are the kind of people and women that I love to surround myself with. So thank goodness we stayed in touch. When I called her about this opportunity, I am so honored that she said yes. She has had the fastest growing team here in Riman, and this is the beautiful Senior Director, Brianna Michael. I'm so excited to see you in just a few short days in Vegas.
I know. Are you still going to have super nice things to say about me after we room together?
Yes. Always.
Okay, thank you so much, Susan, for doing all those numbers so that the rest of us didn't have to. I love it. You always do such an amazing job. Okay, so I'm going to close us out and talk about your commitment. Guys, this is honestly, in my understanding, the way that I view it, this is the most important part, is this is where we actually have to schedule the activity, because you don't have to know all the details to make money here. I mean, it's nice to understand it, but I'm kind of more of the let's learn as we earn mentality. I mean, I remember when I first got started in network marketing, I didn't even know how to log into my back office. And when I finally figured it out, there was $500 sitting back there. And but it was because I was in activity. And so what we want to do, we want to make sure that you're committing to your plans, and we want to help you schedule your first 2K pop-ups. Now, you just have to rip the Band-Aid off and you just do it and you figure it out as you go. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy, put out some water, put out, some nuts. It doesn't have to be crazy, but you can, if you don't know anything about the products, ask your upline, sideline, downline, somebody to FaceTime in or come over, and we can help you with that. So you want to schedule those first 2 dates, because here's the thing is, if I was going to drive to Colorado to go see Susan, what's the first thing I would do? I would plug in her address into my maps. I would put it into Google Maps. I would have a route that I'm going to follow to get to her house. And so this is your roadmap to making an extra $500. Why are you laughing? I'm going to come see you. This is your roadmap to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, whatever, maybe an extra $5,000 a month, wherever your goal is. The sky is the limit. And you want to make a list. Okay. This is where you want to be very strategic. This is exactly what I did when I first launched in this industry. Is I made a list of exactly who I wanted to talk to and try the product. I didn't know what I was going to say because I was just getting started. I didn't know anything, but I could put the product in their hand. And I said, just try this. At the time, it was try this for 2 weeks. I mean, how blessed are we that we can say, try this in 5 days? You're going to see a difference. But I said, just try this. And when they had questions, I put them in front of somebody else who knew a little bit more than I did. And that person was able to answer their questions. So make sure that you are using the products. You guys, I actually had a planner who didn't open her kit for 2 years. You guys, her product was sitting there and she wasn't using it. And she finally found her box and she opened it and she called me recently and she said, this stuff is amazing. And she's so excited about the product, but it doesn't work unless you put it on your face, you guys. So make sure, you'd be surprised how many people, when their kits come or their boxes come, maybe they're not using all the ritual steps. And so really check in with people, make sure that you're using the steps, make sure you take a before picture. That picture can make you a lot of money. So take it in good lighting, in front of a window, natural light is best. And then we also want to make sure, okay, so you get a check. So I want you to write down Tuesday, August 4th, and give yourself a check mark because you attended this orientation. And then we also have an opportunity presentation every Thursday. And we also have our convention coming up, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment. So I'm just going to go through this. I hope. Oh my gosh. My slides aren't changing and I don't know why. Oh, okay. I think it just jumped ahead, but okay, good. It was frozen for a second. Okay, so here's the thing. You heard us talk about how you have your first 30 days to access these starter kits, whether you're in the US or Canada, and be strategic with this. Obviously these starter kits and the points go towards helping you rank advance, but don't not pay your utility bill because you spent all your money on starter kits. But definitely you want to be a product of the product. You want to have the product for yourself to use, your family to use. I used it to sample out. I used it to have at K pop-up parties. I used it to do try me bags so that I could rotate it so people could try it. I, gave products to people to try that I really wanted to work with. So these are like your little soldiers, and if you don't have an army of soldiers, then it's a little bit harder to grow your business. So you want to make sure that you have the product because the product is going to do a lot of the selling for you, and you want to put the product to work. So you have to have the product in hand. And then of course, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You can see what the product does. When I'm following up with people, sometimes people are like, well, what do I say to follow up? You don't have to say anything. Just be like, oh my gosh, look at my friend Kate's results. A picture is going to say it all for you. A lot of times that's how I communicate, is either through a before and after picture or through GIFs. And so you can see, again, like even with the Boda Lab, the hair care line, the skincare, we also have like skincare for your scalp, skincare for your body, all the things. So, okay, now you do have, we kind of went through a lot of this, so I'm not going to spend too much time here, but you do have a support system. We also have a monthly calendar that we're going to talk about. So here's what I do want to talk about because this is time sensitive. Now, we have our convention coming up in Vegas. It starts this Friday with some incredible master classes. You guys, you're going to hear master classes on how to tell your story, how to grow on social media, how to recruit, how to close, mindset. There's so many, how to do a K pop-up event and how to apply the ICD makeup. There's so many things that are going to help you with their business. And so you want to do everything you can to be in this room. I'm going to tell you why in just a second, but I want you to see, like, look at this energy and the people. You never know when you're going to have a conversation that's going to change everything. And if you're thinking, oh, it's this week, it's too late. It's not. You guys, it is not too late. I remember when I first joined Riman, I think the convention was like 2 weeks later out in California, or I think it was out in California. And I was like, I'm going. Like, if I'm going to be all in there, I need to be in the room and I need to hear these testimonies and these stories. I need to see it for myself. And I did everything I could to get there. So I'm going to give you 5 reasons to attend an event really quickly. And I'm going to spend time on this because it's important, because it's not too late for you to get there. Every time I've attended an event, it has either increased my paycheck or it's added a 0 onto my check. So, or it's helped me rank advance. Okay, here's number 1. The transfer of belief happens in person and not on a Zoom. And I want to commend you guys for showing up on this Zoom tonight, but that core transfer of belief happens when you're in the room, and they've actually done studies on it. So there's a study that they did on behavioral psychology, where they found that in-person events actually increased your emotional connection by up to 70%. So you can't just hear success, you actually have to feel it. Well, why is that important? Because sales is all about the transfer of belief. And when you have that belief and that energy and that feeling, people can feel it coming off of you, and then they want a part of it. They want it, whatever you have, whatever you're excited about, they want it. So whoever has the most belief in the room is going to win. That's why you need to be there. So number 2, your network equals your net worth. Now, there was a Stanford study that did a study on proximity, and they showed that even just being physically around high performers increases your own performance by a minimum of 15%. So just by going to Vegas, getting in the room at MGM, you're going to increase your success by 15%. That's going to pay for your trip alone right there. Every time I felt stuck in my life, whether it was personal or business, I got to a live event, I immediately got unstuck. So number 3, events are going to compress time. You can learn in 3 days what would take you 6 to 12 months to learn. You've got to be in that room. And this is something that Tony Robbins does. Anytime he wants to learn a new trade, a new skill, he does it through immersion. He will clear his schedule for 2 weeks and he will immerse himself into learning that new thing. And that's what we're going to do in Vegas this weekend. So number 4, people who attend events earn more. They've done studies on it. You can't dispute it. In direct sales, people who attend events earn 2 to 4 times more compared to people that don't. Attending events pay for themselves. Do everything you can. Number 5, you're going to have fun. Who are like my blues in the room that just like to have a good time? The energy, you're going to get to hear about the new products, the new innovation. You're going to get to sample the new products. You're going to be there first. You're going to get photos and reels for social media. There's going to be late night PJ parties in hotel rooms, ordering pizza in the lobby, team parties. You just need to be there to have the fun, because that just fills up that energy. So, okay, did I convince you? How's the chat? Who's convinced that they need to be at this event? I hope if that doesn't do it, then that's all I got. So obviously there are certain life circumstances that can keep you from coming, but if it's something where you can make it happen, just don't think, just do. So don't forget, this Thursday we have our opportunity presentation. You don't want to miss this. This is where they bring top leadership in. They do the work for you. Like, I'm sorry, you guys, but put Steve to work for your business. Bring your people, bring your guests, and let him do all the work. It's the easiest thing ever. You just have to send them the Zoom link. So we also have a promotion you could not have joined at a better time, where any new planners starting in August, they extended this from July into August, a new planner, if you I don't want to say if, when you hit senior manager within your first 30 days, you get a $300 fast start bonus. And because the person that told you about Riman was kind enough to share with you, they're going to get a $200 bonus. So if you're like, dang it, I joined in May. Well, you can still go sponsor people and still benefit from this as well. So we've been talking about Vegas. It's this coming weekend. Friday is the masterclass. Saturday and Sunday are the main conference. It's not too late to get a ticket. You can scan the QR code or ask the person that invited you, to make a post in Facebook groups. Sometimes people have extra tickets from bundles that they had bought, so you can see if there's any discounted tickets as well. So this is where we're at, guys. We are growing so fast. If you don't know, the search for Korean skincare is up 389% online. K-beauty in general globally was a $118 billion industry last year. In the next few years, it's going to grow to over $250 billion. You guys, success happens when you recognize trends early on and you grab onto it and you run with that. And we are in a pre-momentum phase. You don't want to miss this. This is why I say compress time, get to Vegas so that you can just hit the ground running and go even faster. So here's our calendar events for August. Even though it says July, it is August. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on the orientation. And I just want to commend you on showing up tonight. Give yourself that little check mark on your sheet. So go to Explore Riman. You can get all the documents that we talked about if you want to print those off. And thank you so much. And when you come to Vegas, come up and say hello to all of us. We want to greet you in person and welcome you to the Riman family.